finally joined me back here at the Louisiana Purchase Gardens and Zoo for another segment of Zoo to You. And as always, we are joined with Mr. Mark Henderson. He's the education curator here at the zoo. And so, Mark, who are we going to be meeting today?
We are going to meet some of our American bison. The American bison is the great American mammal, declared such by Congress and a proclamation signed by President Obama. The great American bison, also informally known as buffalo, but bison is the preferred term because the animal is not got any kind of relationship or is not related in any way to the other buffalo in the world. It's not it doesn't have anything to do with Cape buffaloes or water buffaloes, but so we prefer to use the scientific name bison.
Okay.
Now the bison can get up to 2,400 pounds. They can stand 6 feet tall at the hump. They can run up to 40 miles an hour. So not only are they the largest land mammal on the North American continent, they're also the most dangerous because of their size and their speed. They can turn on a dime and they can stampede if frightened. The whole herd can start running at once, and when that happens, the earth actually shakes under their feet like an earthquake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because of their speed and their weight. So this is the bison, and of course they were very, very important to the Native Americans.
Interesting. Okay.
They ran on the plains at their height by the millions, and the Native Americans would be able to find plenty of bison meat for their diets. It was the primary source of protein for the Native Americans.
Okay, well, lots of interesting
Very
facts
interesting.
that we have going
on. A lot
on.
of history.
I know.
So I'm glad that there's a fence between us right now. What do they eat?
Oh, well, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, they could stampede you, but they're not going to eat you.
I'm glad there's a fence between us right now.
There we go.
They can stampede you, but they wouldn't eat you after that because they are strict herbivores. They just eat grass. They are grass eaters. And they will eat grass at one spot for about 2 hours. And then they will eat cud and rest for about 2 hours. And then they'll take about 2 hours to move on to a new grazing spot and start the cycle all over again.
All right, so they're just going to stampede you to stampede you. They're not going to utilize your body after.
No.
Okay.
There we go. We get a little bit of comfort.
Doesn't make it any better,
However,
but
the Native Americans, because they were so important to the Native Americans, the Native Americans treated them almost like sacred animals. So they would not let any part of the bison go to waste. They honored the animal by using almost every inch of it. And they came up with some really strange uses. They would use the whip, the tail, for instance, as a whip. They would use the horns to make triumphant war trumpets. They would use the stomach to use as an oven. They would heat up a stone, drop it into the stomach, pull the stomach up around the food, and they would use it as an oven. They would cut out the bladder and use it as a water bag. Teeth were used for jewelry. Bones were used for tools. So they used the sinew to make thread and also to make the string for their bow and arrows. And so the Native Americans were ingenious. Once they hunted a bison, they found plenty of uses for it.
they didn't let one part go to waste.
It's really interesting. So obviously, we're in a new part. We have a change of scenery here. So we're on the boat here at the Louisiana Purchase Gardens and Zoo. So are these bison something that people can see if they don't get on the boat ride, or is this only something specific right now to the boat ride?
No, right now the only way you're going to see a bison is by coming on the boat ride.
Okay.
The boat ride takes you through the lagoon. It's about a 25-minute ride, narrated as we go, and you'll see a lot of animals that you can only see if you take the boat ride.
All right.
So it's well worth it, and we are one of the few zoos in the country that offers a boat ride.
That's so
I mean,
cool.
we have a train ride up and running also, but other zoos have trains. There are very few that have boats, and so you ought to come on a boat ride. It's a beautiful ride, even if you aren't interested in the animals. It's a nice, quiet, beautiful ride.
Okay, well I have some
It is.
bugs flying in my eyes if anybody saw me
Yeah.
do all of that just now. But yeah, definitely really cool. I think it is awesome that you guys have a boat here at the Louisiana
For
Purchase
sure,
Gardens
you
and
need to
Zoo.
hit it up next time you're here. Unique little
Exactly.
experience.
Yes, for sure. Well, thanks so much, Mark, for always just giving us so much information on these segments and for joining us here this morning.
so
It's my
much.
pleasure, and we will see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Stick